Well, welcome back to Kitchener Panthers baseball on YouTube and 98.5 CKWR. I'm Mark, he's Mike, and where do we start?
Wow, I don't even know. If you tuned in late, you know, you missed a pretty good ball game up into the sixth inning, and then from the sixth inning on, you missed a wild, wacky ball game. That's for sure. The Panthers led 7-1 heading into the top of the sixth. Here we are at the end of the ball game with the Maple Leafs prevailing in a 1917 win.
Again, we talked about it. The football scoreline, you just mentioned it, a 7-1 lead for the Panthers evaporating. Someone pointing out that that's the second time the Panthers have blown a 7-1 lead to the Maple Leafs this season.
Yeah,
Yes, you go back to that game on May 22nd where the Maple Leafs prevailing 8-7. Toronto has now won 3 of 4 against the Panthers this season. But again, a game that we've seen everything. Scoring. We had an ejection. Angel Castro was thrown out of the ball game for the Maple Leafs for just a little bit too much chatter from the dugout, according to home plate umpire David Phillips. You have everybody just putting in so much effort. When you thought the Maple Leafs were pulling further ahead in the late stages of the ball game, the Panthers kept clawing back. But again, you look at, I think it's those 2 innings that made a huge difference for the Maple Leafs, batting around the order, a pair of 7 spots, a pair of touchdowns. We're
right.
using football references all night just based on what we have seen with the scoring. But really, like you said, from the 6th inning on, it was just a wild, wacky game where you basically saw everything here at Jack Couch Park tonight.
Yeah, and the big thing for the Leafs as well, obviously they got the victory 1917, but a lot of the damage for the Leafs came with 2 outs, where it looked like the Panthers might get themselves out of the inning, and then boom, the Leafs would sneak a single through, or they'd lace the double or the home run or whatever. Those 2 out clutch hits, they really do a lot for team momentum, and teams really, really do feed off that.
You look at the hitting as well. Again, 19 runs on 19 hits for the Maple Leafs, 17 runs on 18 hits for the Panthers. It felt like there was a few more errors in there, but overall, Toronto tagged with 1 error, Kitchener tagged with 2 errors on the night. You look at the hits, multi-hit games for basically everybody in the Toronto lineup. Just Setseto, who came in late, and
Six.
Chialtis, who went 0 for 2 tonight, the only ones without at least 2 hits for the Maple Leafs. A number of home runs. Kitchener Panthers get it started with the home run parade in the 3rd inning.
Second.
With the 2nd inning, rather, Simon Grinberg hits a homer. Eric Martin hits a home run. You look even later on, Raul Gonzalez hits a no-doubter as well. Toronto, meantime, you go back. I got to go back in my score sheet.
I know
Seriously,
Saceto had
folks,
one.
everything is on here. It is insane how much scoring happened in this ball game. Charlie Towers with a towering home run. Setseto, who was 0 for 2 at that point in the 8th, hits a home run of his own.
Inicio with the homer.
Vinicio with a home run as well. Everybody doing everything in this game tonight. But finally, we end up, and this all came after a late start.
Right.
Toronto didn't get in until about 7:20.
Didn't get batting practice.
Get batting practice at all, so that's another story and a half. Game finally starts at 7:45, and here we are nearing the midnight hour, 14 minutes away from the midnight hour as we speak right now. I say that to say we're going to have to just wrap this up because, again, if you want to find out what's happening and what happened in this ball game, just take a look into the score line, look at the scoreboard, look at the box score because, again, everything happened. We would be here until about 1:30 when my laptop resets in order to actually wrap it all up. So we're just going to wrap it up here tonight. He's Mike. I'm Mark. For everybody putting in the work here tonight, it has been a wild one here from Jack Couch.